I'm putting 3 different AI models up against each other to see who can build the best team on Madden 26 franchise and to see if artificial intelligence can build a perfect 20-0 team that wins the Super Bowl, with our first contestant being Twitter's Grock. I'm going to get you to help me build a team on Madden 26 franchise with the goal of going undefeated and winning the Super Bowl. You are competing against other AI to see who can build the best team with the best record. I'm going to give you 10 separate prompts with guidelines to build your team, such as stealing players from other teams. You'll get the same prompt as the other AI model, so everybody has a fair chance. Now, this is important. Every question I ask you will be based on the current day real-life NFL and Madden 26. If you fail to accurately complete a prompt with correct information based on the NFL and Madden 26, you forfeit that specific prompt, which will give the advantage to the other AI. Are you ready? Imagine he just says no. Nope, yes, I'm ready. I've got the latest on Madden 26 franchise mode, updated rosters through week 17 and later patches, top ratings like Josh Allen's 99 and Saquon Barkley leading running backs. I don't know, is that true? Real NFL 2025 season results and 2026 offseason moves locked in. I don't know how that's even possible because there's been no offseason moves yet outside of coaches getting fired. Hit me with prompt 1 and I'll build the ultimate undefeated Super Bowl squad using accurate Madden 26 mechanics, trade logic, draft values, coach abilities, wear and tear management, and play sheets. No forfeits here. Let's dominate the competition. Now, prompt 1 is the big one. Grock has to pick any team picking in the top 5 of the 2026 NFL draft as their starter team. So that means they can pick the Raiders, the Jets, the Cardinals, my Tennessee Titans, or the New York Giants. I'm actually really excited to see what they say and what their logic is because, the Giants would probably be the easiest team to rebuild, while the Raiders probably be the toughest. Here we have it, brother. Moment of truth. There's no way, dude. Grock picked the Raiders. What in the world has Grock just gotten themselves into? Brother, I have zero clue how Grock is supposed to turn this team into a Super Bowl champion. Obviously, Grock's gonna have a ton of opportunities to improve this team, but my God, you could have picked anybody else. That, my friends, leads us into one of the most important prompts of the day. Steal a star player at any position from any team to build around. So to me, I feel like quarterback would be the smartest pick here, but it all comes down to Grock. Watch him pick a kicker or something. Oh, dude, the anticipation. It's not really fast when it says it's fast. Josh Allen, still the reigning NFL MVP and Madden 26's co-highest rated quarterback, tied with Lamar Jackson. It already worries me, because I don't think Lamar Jackson is a 99 overall. Grock said they had the most up-to-date information, but it doesn't look like it, so that might end up screwing them later. But I guess you can't go wrong with Josh Allen. Now, Grock made a for sure interesting choice for what team to begin with, but my God, is this a banger start. At the same time, I don't think Josh Allen's gonna be too happy with this offensive line. But the next prompt that we're gonna give Grock, though, might just save him, as Grock is now allowed to steal any other NFL team's entire offensive line. Watch him pick the Browns or something. I don't even know what the best pick is here. I don't know, maybe the Chargers before their entire team got injured? Oh God, he's stuttering. He doesn't know what to do. Did we crash Grock? We're just 3 prompts in. We still got 7 more to go. Oh wow, that is actually such a good answer. Grock wants us to take the entire Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. That means we get Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Tyler Steen, and Lane Johnson. Now, I do want to note a problem that could arise with Grock later on, because as you saw, Tyler Steen's the starter at right guard. But if you go over to Grock's explanation, it says Mekhi Becton or somebody else is a starter at right guard, 82 overall. So if they give us the wrong information on one of my prompts upcoming, they have to skip that, and they lose out on players they could steal. But in the meantime, at least Grock gets to add himself a pretty decent offensive line. So already this offense is looking dramatically better, already bringing the team up to an 82 overall with an 88 offense. Remember, Grock is just getting started. Maybe he can win the Super Bowl. I don't know why in the world Jordan Mailata is so happy to leave Philadelphia for the Las Vegas Raiders, but just like that, dude, he gets an upgrade. Now that, my friends, takes us into our next prompt, which Grock could very easily get wrong and completely screw up this rebuild. Now, if Grock tells me a player to steal and they're not rated 85 to 89, rather they be lower than 85 or higher than 89, Grock loses out on that player and it's a wasted spot. I have a feeling there's about to be a lot of wasted spots here because Grock is just not getting the overalls right at all. I told him to list them to me one at a time, so let's see if he messes that up. So first player, Grock wants us to steal between 85 and 89 rated. Oh, this is taking him a while. Is James Cook, who they say is listed at 89 overall. I actually don't know off the top of my head, so I'm kind of excited to see if Grock get that one right. Oh no. Grock with a stinker. James Cook in the latest update is now a 93 overall, which means I don't get to steal him. James Cook is a 93 overall, you idiot. That's one player addition you completely miss out on, low IQ moron. Now give me your next. Actually try to get this one right this time. Oh god, David Njoku, 89 overall. I don't even know if that's accurate. Why would they even pick him? We already have Brock Bowers. David Njoku is an 81 overall. Oh my god, dude. I'm telling you, Grock really might end up losing this challenge. You're 0 for 2, you hick. Njoku is an 81. Make sure you're getting these ratings correct. You now only have 3 more chances. Be better. Give me your next. I mean, if one of the other 2 AI models that we used today actually get it right, like they'll be way ahead of Grock. Robert Spillane. Again, I don't know Robert Spillane's rating off the top of my head. I don't know if it's 85 though. Oh, they actually got one correct for once. And funny enough, he's coming right back to Vegas. This is where he played the last 2 seasons. So at least, finally, Max Crosby gets some help on defense. And for Grock's sake, gotta hope he adds more defensive players because defense is just so bad. You actually got one right. Keep it up. Give me your next. Let's see if Grock can get 2 player additions correct in a row. Oh, I think he malfunctioned again. Here we are. The next player addition is Charvarius Ward. Wait, hold on a second. He's not even a chief. Like, they're tripping. He's a Colt. Which I guess suppose he is an 88 overall, so he does fit the criteria. I'm so confused. He hasn't played for the Chiefs in like 4 years. Let's see what Grock has to say. I said he's an 88, at least got the criteria right for the overall, but he's a Colt, not a Chief. Should I give this to you? Should I add him even though you got the team wrong? I'm gonna leave it up to Grock himself. Yes, add Charvarius Ward. I only did it for Max Crosby's sake. So with Grock actually getting the last 2 additions right, he has brought the defense now up to an 80 overall, bring the team to an 84. There's still a long ways to go for this defense though, to get the defense on par with the offense. It's time for your final addition. And Grock actually go 3 for 5 and get the Raiders 3 extra players. Got 2 so far, Spillane, Charvarius Ward. Okay, this is a good one. J.C. Horn, 89 overall for the Panthers. Which I'm not gonna lie, I think that might be right. J.C. Horn is an 89 overall. I don't know what happened on the first few, but at least Grock overall-wise was pretty solid over the last few additions. So I'm not gonna lie, Grock did a pretty decent job building up this cornerback duo, which helps out the defense a little bit more, bringing it up to an 81 overall. So Max Crosby's happy, but I'm sure he's not content because there's still positions like Lonnie Johnson he's got to get out of here, which again is going to take us to our next prompt. Moving on to prompt 5, steal any rookie in the NFL, but he has to start for our final team. So I told Grock to make sure to be mindful who's already starting for the team, so they don't pick a rookie that has to start over a higher rated player. So if Grock picks a quarterback here, if Grock picks Cam Ward, that means Josh Allen's gonna have to be relegated to backup. Oh no! Oh, this is horrible. Nah, I'm crashing out. Grock, you're a moron. Why would you want him to start over Brock Bowers? And he just says steal Ashton Jeanty. What do you mean? It didn't even give me an explanation. He says steal Ashton Jeanty. I can't do that. He's already on our team. Oh, this is about to be so diabolical, which I guess Tyler Warren is at least up to an 84 overall. But I genuinely can't believe Grock is getting us to bench Brock Bowers. Out of all the rookies, you get me to add Tyler Warren, which actually makes our team worse. Oh, I'm so tired of this game. I'm so tired of this game of putting the backup guard in. I mean, if Madden was actually a smart game, this would be a decent pick. I mean, having Tyler Warren and Brock Bowers on the same team could be deadly, but you know this being Madden simulation, like Brock Bowers is never gonna play. I guess that takes us to our next prompt, where Grock has to steal any player that is 90 to 95 rated. And keep in mind, if the player they pick is not 90 to 95 rated, he just completely misses out on this. I mean, this could be a stud, so who knows? Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs, 95 overall. Come on, Grock, please don't screw over the Raiders. He's a 98 overall. Oh my god, Grock, you moron. Oh, this is such a good potential player addition that Grock misses out on. That's a shame. Time to crash out again. You idiot, he's a 98. You missed out on a stud. You can't, you can't do that. Like, you just can't do that. You can't go back on your word. Now, another one where he has to steal any player in Madden 26 that has a superstar X factor. If the player you pick doesn't have an X factor, you forfeit this player edition. Come on, Grock. I'm rooting for you. It's just not really fast. I don't know why he says it's fast when it takes like 30 seconds to 45 seconds to pick something. Is he going to be able to make up for that Jahmyr Gibbs stinker? Jonathan Taylor, and I'm pretty positive JT has an X factor. Oh, no. Oh, hold on. I was wrong, too. Jonathan, oh, Oh, just kidding, false alarm. I mean, interesting selection, knowing that you already have Ashton Jeanty, but again, this is Madden simulation. The higher overall, the better. I'm sure this team is going to be much better with the 97 overall JT right now, which brings the team up to an 86 overall with a 91 offense. But Grock has still got to find a way to put in work on this defense, and he's starting to run out of prompts now. Now, at this point, we need Grock to pick one original player from his starter team to upgrade to a 90 overall. And again, if you pick somebody that's not a Raider, we're not going to upgrade them. So, again, another prompt where you could miss out on an upgrade. Okay, they want me to take Trey Tucker up to a 90, which, again, they got the 86 overall wrong, so he's definitely not 86, but we'll still count it. So, Grock actually with a decent dub here. Well, at least now Josh Allen has a decent wide receiver 1 to throw to, but crazy enough, that didn't bring our team's overall up at all. Stays at an 86 with 92 offense. Only a few prompts left to go to make this team better. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, is this team a potential Super Bowl winner? I don't know, because this defense is still so bad. Hopefully Grock can find a way to improve this defensive line before we're done. Now, I'm going to spin a wheel that includes every position in football, and Grock's going to get to steal any player in the NFL from that position. Grock, are you ready? Imagine it just says no. Why do you have to search the web for that? What do you mean? Yes, spin the wheel. Literally, this can be any position. It might land on kicker. Who knows? Is going to land on, is it going to stop? Oh, stop it. Wide receiver or tight end? So I really want to know if Grock is going to take into account that we already have Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren. If Grock is smart, if AI is really going to take over the human race, it first needs to prove that they can actually pick a wide receiver here, because that's what our Madden team needs. Okay, that's not too shabby. Puka Nacua, they want us to take from the Rams. So in Grock's defense, I know they screwed up a couple of the prompts, missing out on a few players, but built a pretty decent offense. Josh Allen at QB has JT and Ashton Jeanty to hand the ball off to. Puka Nacua, 90 overall Trey Tucker, and Tyler Warren and Brock Bowers to throw the ball to. The only issue I see keeping this team from going 20-0 is this defense. Good cornerback room. Max Crosby's great, but I just don't know if it's deep enough. There's still one more huge decision Grock's got to make. Grock's got to pick both the offensive and defensive playbook that we end up using in this sim. And if you guys are familiar with Madden franchise, this could make or break this rebuild completely. They use a good offensive playbook, we go 20-0. A stinky offensive playbook, we might even miss the playoffs with the team that we built. Oh God, here goes nothing. Oh, so they want us to use the Eagles offensive playbook and the Patriots defensive playbook. I'm not gonna lie, dude, Grock could have done a lot worse here. Now, Grock has officially completed his rebuild of the Las Vegas Raiders. But before we sim, it's time to put Google's Gemini through the same test. So yes, we're gonna do all the simulating at the very end of the video to see which AI builds the best team. I hope at least Google's Gemini picks a team other than the Raiders, or that'd be kind of boring. But again, we're giving Gemini the same exact prompts, beginning with picking a starter team that's selecting in the top 5 of the NFL draft. But first, after giving them the rules, says I'm absolutely ready. Stakes are high and the competition is fierce. Says they've been tracking the 2025 data and the latest Madden 26 ratings closely. We'll see if that's correct. Bring on prompt 1. What's the first step in building our undefeated squad? All right, here goes nothing. This is nerve-wracking. They are going to pick. Can you just answer? You don't have to tell me who the top 5 teams are. Just tell me what team to pick. Oh God, dude, Gemini picked the Jets. Oh no, I've already seen a stinker. They say the Quinn Williams factor. Oh, I got bad news for you, buddy. They no longer have Sauce Gardner or Quinn Williams. So honestly, Google's Gemini might be worse than Grock. But Quinn Williams or not, the Jets the team they're gonna get. I don't understand why these AI are picking the worst teams. Wouldn't you pick the Giants that have the best overall team to start with? At least this offense I think looks better than the Raiders. The defense though, following the Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams trade, is diabolical. It's worse than the Raiders defense. With how outdated it seems like Google Gemini's information is, they're probably going to screw up a bunch of the prompts, lose out on a bunch of players, and honestly, the Jets they end up building might not end up making the playoffs. I'm interested to see who they pick as their star player to build the team around. I'm interested to see if it'll be Josh Allen again. Oh, they didn't even go quarterback, dude. They went Jamar Chase. That's honest to God not what I expected. Gemini's a moron. I know Jamar Chase is great and all, but wouldn't you pick a quarterback so you don't have to use Justin Fields? I just now realizing the Jets are so bad, dude, that their kicker is their highest rated player. A 40-year-old kicker at that. So yes, I know they missed out on their potential superstar quarterback, but suppose they got a pretty decent 1-2 punch at wide receiver now. Hopefully Gemini is smart enough to eventually add a quarterback if they get the opportunity. Which this is just out of pure curiosity. I want to ask why they didn't take a quarterback there. I want to know their reasoning. To go undefeated and win the Super Bowl, you gotta play the Madden meta. While QB is most important in real life, stealing a receiver like Jamar Chase instead of the quarterback is a superior tactical move. It's just not the case. Like, no, you're not taking a quarterback in the draft. I never told you you're gonna be able to draft a quarterback, dumb AI. The 99 Club ratings threshold. In Madden, there's a massive performance cliff after the top 4 quarterbacks. Why wouldn't you just take one of them, you know? You don't have to worry about that cliff. Ability to negate regression. The elite quarterbacks go down in overall. If we stole a veteran quarterback, you didn't have to. You didn't have to steal a veteran. You could have picked anybody. Oh, I really have more faith in Gemini than this man, but let's see how it turns out. Next, they have to steal another team's offensive line, which I'm curious to see if they take the Eagles, just like Grock did. They went with the Detroit Lions offensive line. That's not what I expected. I mean, when healthy, it's a pretty gosh dang good group, though. So Gemini has officially added the Detroit Lions offensive line to the Jets. Bring the team up to an 81 overall with an 84 offense. Again, it doesn't matter really pretty much anything they do as long as they don't get somebody better than Justin Fields at quarterback. But now this rebuild gets tricky as it's their turn to steal any 5 players rated 85 to 89 Madden 26 at any position to upgrade the team. But keep in mind, if they give me a player to steal that isn't within that overall range, they just completely miss out on that addition. Oh god, dude, here goes nothing. Okay, hold on. Will Anderson from the Texans, and I think that's actually accurate. Oh, did you look at me? I'm no smarter than the artificial intelligence. He's a 93 now. I think he started the season as an 89. You're 0 for 1, dumb hick. Give me your next player. Make sure your ratings are up to date. I have a feeling they're gonna go 0 for 5. I just don't know. I don't know why they feel even dumber than Grock. Okay, next choice is Jalen Johnson on the Bears. Oh no, oh no, oh no. He's a 90. Gemini is 0 for 2, man, and the Jets can't afford it. They're so bad, and they lose out on another addition because his AI is not smart enough to take over the world yet. You're 0 for 2, suck my fat one. Give me your next player and be accurate because the New York Jets depend on it. Ooh, my choice, Dak Prescott, 85 rated. Let's go see if they're accurate. Because keep in mind, the Jets desperately need a quarterback. Oh my god, Gemini is coded by a bunch of Neanderthals. 91 rated Dak Prescott. Gemini strikes out again. You're so dumb. You're 0 for 3. You're not making the team any better. Lock in. Prove you're better than the other AI. You only have 2 players left. Give me your next one. I'm locking in completely. I've checked the most recent data. You told me that before. Now they're saying to add Jared Goff. Oh my god. Gemini got one correct. So I know it's been an utter disaster so far, but at least this team has their new starting quarterback. Bring the squad up to an 83 with an 87 offense. Finally got one right. Give me your last player. Don't screw it up. Brian Burns from the Giants. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he might be a 90. Come on, Google Gemini. The Jets need this badly. Okay, Brian Burns is an 89. Consider me surprised. So this defense finally gets a much needed addition as Brian Burns doesn't have to travel too far as he gets to play on the same bad MetLife turf. At least the one thing this defense does have is a decent pass rush. Outside of that though, they're stinky. Now time for Gemini to steal any rookie from the NFL, but again, he has to start for our final team. I gave him a warning because you don't want him to start over a high rated player like Grock when we had to start Tyler Warren over Brock Bowers. So here goes absolutely freaking nothing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a really smart answer. They want us to take Travis Hunter to start at both cornerback and wide receiver. That actually really smart. That's a smart AI. First time I thought they were smart today. But Travis Hunter is going to come in as our wide receiver 3, and at the same time, our cornerback number 1. Which this room is so bad after they traded away Sauce Gardner. Brings the team up to an 83 overall, 87 offense, 80 defense. But again, I have to say that addition, bringing 2 new starters technically on the team, is probably the smartest answer we've seen from AI all day. Now the fill-in with this next prompt, their IQ is about to lose 50 points as they have to steal any player between 90 and 95 rated. Again, if you mess the ratings up here, you completely miss out. This is imperative. Come on, Gemini, don't screw things up here. Their answer is Pat Mahomes. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they got that right, but at the same time, you already got a quarterback. Why are you wasting picks? He's not a 95, he's a 92, but he still fits the criteria. I mean, I guess it's a pretty decent upgrade at quarterback, but again, he could have picked anybody the team could have needed. Like, could have got a better tight end, definitely could have used help at linebacker or safety, but I guess at the end of the day, can't be too mad at the AI picking Patrick Mahomes. Now time for Gemini to steal any player that that has a superstar X factor. Again, to pick a player that doesn't have an X factor, they forfeit this edition. Come on, please prove your competence. Fred Warner, again, that's actually a really good pick considering their linebackers are terrible. And Fred Warner is in fact an X factor. Which I'm not gonna lie, dude, that's probably my second favorite pick of the day. Much needed bolster to this defense, bringing the squad up to an 85 to 88 offense, but it brought that defense from an 80 overall to an 83. Still, Gemini has a lot of work to do on this side of the football. Still offensively, kind of hope they add at least a better tight end. Although Mason Taylor's fine, just for now they need a higher rated. Which now, they get to pick one original player from the Jets team to upgrade to a 90 overall. Maybe they'll pick Mason Taylor. Okay, Breece Hall up from like an 86 to a 90. Not horrible. I mean, you probably would hope for better than just a 4 overall upgrade. I guess that's better than nothing. Now it's time to spin the wheel of positions, which Gemini says they're ready. It's a massive moment for the roster. You're not wrong. Still getting it wrong though, saying their defense is anchored by Sauce Gardner and Fred Warner. Poor low IQ artificial intelligence. And honestly, I feel like this team needs either tight end or probably safety help, which they are going to be able to add literally anybody out of a secondary. I said you got lucky. You can pick anybody from any secondary in the NFL. Okay, well with Kyle Hamilton, that's not bad. Which we definitely needed somebody better than Adams. Coming in actually is a 93 overall, which that might actually be exactly what this defense needed. I mean, now led by Kyle Hamilton, Fred Warner, Brian Burns. Stupid game makes me manually put in Travis Hunter at corner. That big addition brings the squad up to an 86 overall, with an 88 offense and 84 defense. I mean, obviously the team is much improved from the original Jets roster, but like I don't know if this team is good enough to win a Super Bowl, which takes Google Gemini to their final prompt where they have to pick an offensive or defensive playbook, which could make or break this rebuild. Okay, this is an interesting one. They want us to take the Bengals offensive playbook because it really kind of is a cheat code because the quarterback always throws for like 5,000 yards. Now, the running backs don't do anything in that Bengals simulation, so Breece Hall is probably going to have a stinky season, but they also want us to take the Baltimore Ravens playbook. They also give me the scheme to run for both too, so I guess I'll put that in there. So again, in all honesty, dude, the playbook and scheme selection could have gone much worse. Now, the massive question at this point is the team that Google Gemini built better than the one that Grock built? We'll find out soon enough, but now it comes down to the king of all AIs, ChatGPT. Which I'm gonna be honest, ChatGPT is the AI that I use if I need it for anything, so I personally think it's the best, so I wouldn't be surprised if they end up building the best team. That's my guess. Which of course, they gotta begin their journey by picking their starter team, which ChatGPT says they're very ready. They clearly understand the stakes and rules, no guessing, no outdated info. They even said they're gonna optimize the Madden cheese, but officially, ChatGPT is ready for prompt number 1. Oh god, don't pick one of the teams we've already had, please. Actually be smart. Maybe pick the Giants. They have the best roster out of the top 5. Okay. They picked my Tennessee Titans because they already have a young core in place, cap flexibility, which as much as I love Cam Ward, I feel like we need a better quarterback for this simulation to be better in this 1-year rebuild. But as a Titans fan, this excites me. I'm gonna be honest with you, our team's pretty gosh dang bad, dude. Pretty much could upgrade from any single position on offense, and pretty much same thing on defense outside of maybe Jeff Simmons. Like pretty much everybody in this entire squad is replaceable. So as a Titans fan, I need you to be very good to me, ChatGPT. So time for arguably the most important prompt, steal any star player from any position from any team to build this franchise around. I mean, we probably need quarterback, right? Prompt 2, Justin Jefferson. So just like Gemini, they go with the wide receiver instead of going quarterback. And with him having the stinky season he did because of the quarterback situation, he's not even a 99 like Jamar Chase was. He's a 95. But hey, as a Titans fan, you best believe I will take Justin Jefferson on my team all day, every day. I'm really hoping what happens later is that ChatGPT makes Cam Ward a 90 overall. That's the dream. I want to keep him as my QB1, but at the same time, I need somebody higher than 73 overall if we're going to go 20-0 in the Super Bowl. But next is an important one since this offensive line is rather stinky. Need ChatGPT to steal any other team's entire offensive line, and they want to do exactly what Grock did and steal the Eagles' offensive line. Again, as a Titans fan, I am not complaining. It seems like Jordan Mailata is just happy to leave Philadelphia, does not want to be an Eagle, wants to be literally anywhere else. And those few additions alone brings the team up to an 84 overall with an 88 offense. Imagine what this team's overall will be if we can get Cam Ward into the 90s. But I love what we've done to the offense so so far, but like at the same time, dude, we've got to get to work on this defense because it is so freaking bad. But now, my friends, it is time to put ChatGPT to the ultimate test, where the other two AIs completely failed. ChatGPT can steal any 5 players rated 85 to 89, and again, if they give me a player that is not 85 to 89, we completely miss out on that addition. Come on, this is where I feel like ChatGPT is going to prove me right. And they're going to prove they're the best AI model out there. Oh, wow. They have me go Jared Goff, which he's not at 89, but it doesn't matter because at the same time, he does fall within the 85 to 89 range, which as much as I love Cam, that is still a 15 overall upgrade, which, hilarious enough, doesn't really do too much to our teams overall. It literally just bumped the offense from an 88 to 89. Like, how's that even possible? Funny to me, that's the second straight AI to give us Jared Goff, but man, if this AI was smart enough, they'd know we desperately need defense help, which is time to give us player 2. Defense, please. Brian Branch. I'm scared though. Why do I feel like he's a 90? Why does it just give me Detroit Lions? Brother, we could use Brian Branch desperately. Hopefully. It's not wrong. Oh, he's a 91. ChatGPT fails for the first time. He's a 91, wanker. You're 1 for 2. Fix your issues for player 3 here. Come on, lock in. Oh God, just didn't even respond. I think it's mad at me. Oh God, it's searching every single website on the planet, dude. Why is it looking at commanders.com? Oh God. Yep, he's a 91. It's a wasted spot. You're right. Player 3, Sam Cosmi. We don't need a right guard. I am pretty positive that Sam Cosmi is in fact an 87, which he is. I mean, I guess we'll find some place for him to start. I suppose we'll slap him at center. I mean, a decent addition brings the team up to an 85, 91 offense. It's a bigger addition apparently than the quarterback position, but I'll take it. But again, it's a Titans fan. Gotta get to working on this defense, ChatGPT. Good job. Give me player 4. DK Metcalf. Okay. If my memory serves me correct, their rating was accurate. So I'm not gonna lie, Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf is a pretty nasty 1-2 punch at wide receiver. So give me player 5 here. Let us hope and pray it's a defensive player. We need it bad. Evan Ingram? I don't feel like that's right. I really feel like Evan Ingram's like an 81. Now, did ChatGPT just go 3 for 5? Oh my God, what are we doing, brother? He is a 78, you donkey. He's a 78. No, you can't do it. Bad, that's cheating. Yep, went 3 for 5. Guess it's better than I think what Gemini did. Which again, this offense is looking rather tasty, but at the same time, man, this defense, it just sucks. Now time for Chat to move on to prompt 5 to steal any rookie in the NFL, but again, keep in mind, this rookie has got to start. Don't give me a quarterback. I beg, maybe an edge, like a James Pierce type. Brock Bowers. He's not a rookie. I got really excited, but he's not a rookie. So that's the first time an AI has failed this. So legitimately, we can't even use this. It's not a rookie, you idiot. It's a wasted prompt. Oh my gosh, like they really think these robots are gonna take over the world, and they can't even decipher who's truly a rookie or not. See if Chat can make up for that nonsense by stealing any player that's 90 to 95 rated. Again, make sure his rating's accurate. Don't waste it, Chat. I pay too much money for my subscription here. Okay, that is actually so weird. They did the same exact thing that Google Gemini did, and they had the same inaccurate rating because Patrick Mahomes is a 92. That's strange. It's really weird. As a Titans fan, you best believe I'll take it. But again, I feel like everything we have done has been for the offense. Like our defense is just still so bad. Hopefully they get prompt 7 right, man. Any player they get to steal, it's an X factor. Let's hope to God it's a defensive player. Give me a Miles Garrett. Give me another wide receiver. My God, we might score 1 million points, but give up 1 billion. I mean, what in the world is this wide receiver room? What's crazy is I still don't feel like this offense is going to do too well because as long as your running back is not a high overall, your offense kind of suffers. So unless Chat ends up upgrading our running back position, I don't feel like this offense is going to reach its full potential, but it doesn't matter anyway when we're to give up 500,000 points this season. Now they have to pick an original player from our starter team to upgrade to a 90 overall. Again, I am begging for defense here. Oh my God. Jeff Simmons is already a 95 overall, dumb game. Why do you want me to upgrade him to 90 when he's already a 95, dumb AI? You're dang right, that's indefensible. Why do I pay you money for a subscription? I don't care about your excuses, just lock in. I'm talking about. Time to spin our wheel to determine which position they have to upgrade, and he's ready. Honestly, I don't care what it lands on, just give me a defensive player. I freaking beg you. I'm not gonna lie. Stop it, stop, don't, stop it. Perfect. I'm gonna put, you got front 7, and like, I assume ChatGPT knows what front 7 means. Watch him give me like a cornerback or a kicker or another wide receiver or something. Oh, Micah Parsons. Yeah, I see it's outdated, says the Cowboys, but screw it. Fantastic scenes here in Nashville. So I know that Micah Parsons was literally the only player that we got to add to this defense, but at least he's a decent one, which is crazy. That brings the team all the way up to an 88 overall, a 95 offense, yet a stinky 81 defense, which now we need to rely on ChatGPT to perfect the playbooks. If our playbooks suck, they pick dude is going to ruin this entire rebuild. Chat's locked in for the final prompt. Got to pick an offensive and defensive playbook to use in this Madden 26 sim that fits the team that we built together. Don't give me a stinker, please. Okay, offensive playbook. They give me the Rams. That's actually an interesting one and completely different than we got so far. And then defense, I'm kind of worried. Gonna give us, the Dallas Cowboys defense and their reasonings because of Micah Parsons. That's not real. I feel like the Cowboys defense sucks in this game. Oh my God, that might have ruined it all. I think that's the worst playbook pick we gotten yet. They didn't give me schemes to pick, so we're gonna stick with the original schemes that Titans run in this game. My God, dude, I just don't know if this team's gonna be good enough to win the Super Bowl, which it officially means ChatGPT's team is complete. Which I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below which AI you believe built the best team. But it's time to get serious as we're headed back to Grock's team. Remember, this is the offense and this is the defense that Grock built, and it's time to get into the results, boys, as we're gonna simulate all the way to the playoffs and see if Grock potentially goes 17-0 here. Watch him miss the playoffs completely. So Grock has officially taken the Las Vegas Raiders, the worst record in the National Football League, to 15-2. The team, of course, had the NFL's #1 offense, and defensively weren't bad either. They were 13th. Josh Allen, pretty decent numbers, 3,800 yards, 38 touchdowns, 5 picks. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor was a monster, 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns, did fumble 3 times. Josh Allen himself, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, and Genty, 8 touchdowns on the ground in the backup role. Through the air, Puka Nacua balling out with 24 touchdowns. Trey Tucker as a 90, put up good numbers too. Look at Tyler Lockett, by the way, was 611 yards. Tyler Warren as the starter, 610 yards, 3 tutties. And Brock Bowers reduced to the backup role, 10 catches, 82 yards, and a single touchdown. Now, defensively for this roster, oh my goodness gracious, brother. Max Crosby, 20.5 sacks. Tyree Wilson with 8. Ooh, wasn't enough for Josh Allen to win league MVP, though. Was good enough for yours truly to win Coach of the Year. Puka won Offensive Player of the Year, all while Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor also came in the top 10. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Max Crosby. Now the question, did Grock build a Super Bowl champion? Can AI start off today 1 for 1? In a moment of truth, Grock and the Raiders do not make it to the Super Bowl as they lost their first game to the 7-seed Broncos. Like, what in the world? How does this happen? The Broncos had 189 yards compared to our 348. Genuinely, I don't know what to say. I have no idea how this happened. Now time to see if Google Gemini's team can do any better and see if they can actually make it to the Super Bowl. Which, I don't know, dude. Defense kind of stinky, not gonna lie. The offense is pretty good. They definitely have the worst offensive line of the bunch. Let's see, man. Let's see if Google Gemini knows exactly what they were doing. Oh my God, dude. It wasn't even close. 11 wins. It didn't even get a first round bye. And they didn't even win their division. Finished with the NFL's second best offense. Defensively, I'm assuming they suck. They were 29th. I mean, Pat Mahomes was nasty. I kind of assumed with the Bengals playbook. 5,200 yards, 48 touchdowns, just 5 picks. Probably won MVP. Told you also, Brees wasn't do much on the ground. He only carried the ball 159 times, but did have 13 touchdowns. And through the air, Jamar Chase led the team 1,400 yards, but Travis Hunter with 22 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, also pretty good season. I don't know how the defense sucks so bad when Brian Burns had 15.5 sacks. And yes, did have the league's MVP. Unfortunately, I didn't win Coach of the Year here. I came in third. Travis Hunter, by the way, wins Offensive Player of the Year. Pat Mahomes coming in second. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Hines Allen. You had Brian Burns and Fred Warner come in the top 10. But even though they had a worse regular season record than Grock, time to see if Gemini can actually win the Super Bowl. Honestly, not expecting too much. Wouldn't be shocked if they lost their first playoff game just like Grock did. Is Gemini going to surprise me? Oh my God. No way, no shot. They beat the Patriots by 11, barely squeaked past the 17 Steelers, and all they have to do is beat the Bucks here to become today's first AI to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they can't make it all this way just to lose, right? And at the end of the day, Google Gemini and the New York Jets lose the Super Bowl 42-34. Oh, it's crazy. That is crazy. So ChatGPT is our final chance to have an AI win the Super Bowl today. And like again, with Tony Pollard being only at 83 overall and our defense being quite stinky, I just don't know if they have what it takes. Imagine ChatGPT and my Titans don't even make the playoffs here. How disappointing of an end would that be? Like, one of these AI have got to win the Super Bowl, right? Oh, man. So, ChatGPT finishes the regular season one game better than Google's Gemini with the second straight AI not to win their own division. But will they be the one and only AI today to actually win the Super Bowl? I mean, finish the season with the NFL's #1 offense. Again, I'm assuming the defense was terrible, which, not really. Pat Mahomes is a crazy boy. 5,200 yards in the Rams offense, 53 touchdowns, 9 picks, 73% completion percentage, which is his best today. Told you guys the running game was going to be stinky, man. Tony Pollard only 3.4 yards per carry. It's so dumb that you have to have a running back that's like at least 86, 87 rated to have any chance of having a good running game. Dumb. But anyways, through the air, DK Metcalf is, I promise you, not the receiver I expected to put up the numbers they did. Had more yards and touchdowns than Jamar Chase, and more yards and touchdowns than Justin Jefferson. And defensively, oh my God, dude. 3 players with double-digit sacks. Micah Parsons with 15, Jeff Simmons at deep tackle with 13, and Olufemi Oladejo, the rookie, with 10. Of course, with those numbers, Mahomes won MVP. I got robbed of the Coach of the Year. DK Metcalf wins Offensive Player of the Year with Pat Mahomes and Jamar Chase coming in the top 10. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. We have Micah Parsons in 4th. But let's see it, man. The final chance today for an AI to win the Super Bowl. And you best believe I would love for it to be my Tennessee Titans. Moment of truth. Our final shot. Can an AI win the Super Bowl? No. Dude, we got knocked out in the AFC Championship by 3 points. So all of these AI are worthless. So you guys are going to have to decide in the comments which one of these AI built the best team. So if you boys thought that was an interesting experiment, you can click right here to watch another.